Islam is evil. I know that may sound harsh, but it's the truth. Sure, there are plenty of Muslims out there who are kind and hospitable, who would never dream of committing acts of violence. But the fact remains that they all study the same Quran and Hadith, and there are passages in both that promote violence and bigotry towards nonbelievers. Just like the Bible, there are passages in the Quran and Hadith that promote hate and violence towards those who don't share the same beliefs. And while some Muslims may choose to ignore those teachings and be more open-minded, there are other Muslims who take those teachings to heart. They may also listen to radical imams who preach hate and use the Quran and Hadith to justify their actions. Today, Islam has become more of an ethnic identity than a religious belief. Asylum seekers from the poor countries in the Middle East who have migrated to Western countries bring their beliefs with them, and some of them have been brainwashed by radical imams who teach them to be intolerant and hateful towards non-believers and the Western cultures. That's why we see cases like the mass sexual assaults in Cologne that took place on New Year's Eve in 2016, the fatal stabbing of 15-year-old Mia Valentine that also took place in Germany, the rape and murder of 13-year-old Marissa Chen in Canada, and the honor killing of 7 months pregnant Saga Forsgren Elneborg in Sweden. These are not isolated incidents. They were heinous acts committed by male Muslim refugees. They are a result of the teachings from the Quran and Hadith that promote violence and bigotry towards those who do not share the same beliefs. Some Muslims may argue that these individuals do not represent Islam, that Islam is a peaceful religion. But the evidence speaks for itself. The Quran and Hadith contain passages that condone violence against non-believers, and some Muslims take those teachings to heart. We cannot ignore the reality of what is happening in the world today. We cannot turn a blind eye to the violence and hate that is being perpetrated in the name of Islam. We must acknowledge the truth and take a stand against it. Islam is evil. It does promote violence and bigotry towards non-believers. And until we are willing to confront that reality, we will continue to see innocent people being harmed and killed in the name of religion, because there are Muslims who genuinely believe that acts of violence towards non-believers is justified. It's time to wake up and see the truth for what it is. It's time to stand up against the evil that is being perpetuated in the name of Islam. It's time to make a change and put an end to the violence and hate that is tearing our world apart. Islam is evil, and it's time for us to do something about it.